Hi friends, hope you all are doing good. This is a continuation of the part 1 video series on vicarious trauma and social media. So in my part 1 video I have shared about what is vicarious trauma, who are more vulnerable to it and what are the signs and symptoms of this trauma due to social media. So for those of you who have not watched it, I'll share the link in the info box. Please do click on to the link and watch it. So in this video, I am going to share on certain tips we can use to handle this vicarious trauma. So let's get started. At times, when we do watch certain disturbing news in the social media, it affects our mental health leading to vicarious trauma. Unlike a direct trauma where the trauma ends as the event is getting stopped, in a vicarious trauma due to social media, we are going to relive the trauma because of the various updates related to that traumatic event and even related videos related to the traumatic event that is going to come into your smartphone. So it is very important that we should learn how to handle this vicarious trauma effectively. Tip number 1. To be aware. Be aware of the signs and symptoms of vicarious trauma. It is very essential that I should start to realize that I am having these signs and symptoms of vicarious trauma, which includes physical, psychological, emotional, cognitive and social, which I have shared in my part 1 video. Only when I realize that I am having signs and symptoms of vicarious trauma, I can move to the other steps in order to get help. Number 2, express yourself. It is very natural that we start to feel emotionally sad or even emotionally angry when we are watching a very disturbing or a violent news. There is nothing wrong in that. All of us are human beings and a person with a human heart will experience such emotions. So experience those emotions, but try to express it to someone who is very supportive or who is very caring. Maybe it is a very good friend of yours, or it can be a very good relative who is very supportive to you. Learn to express your emotions by ventilating it to someone. If you feel like crying before them, cry and vent your emotions. Or if you're feeling very angry about that violent attack, it's okay to vent your anger when you are interacting with that particular supportive person. Because the magic of ventilation is once you have ventilated all your emotions, you will feel that your burden has significantly reduced. So please don't think that others will feel that you are an emotionally weak person and that is why you're feeling so bad. But never ever think that you are a mentally strong person. Only because you are mentally strong, you are asking someone for a support so that you will be able to overcome this vicarious trauma. Unfortunately, in this busy world, when we try to call up our good friend or when we try to share it with our close relative, they all may be busy, maybe due to their daily course. In such cases, if you are a person who is very good in writing, you can just take up a paper, write extensively about that particular traumatizing event and all your emotions. Just write it and then put it in a trash bin. You will feel a great difference. Anyhow, you should learn to express yourself. Number 3, limit your time with social media. In this current world, social media is an essential necessity. We cannot avoid it or we should never avoid it because we have to know what is happening around us and what is going around in the world. But try to set a time limit. Don't be completely absorbed in the social media. Set a time limit of say few minutes or few hours in a particular day to watch such news. And please don't get stuck up with this traumatic event what you have watched in the social media. That is, you have to don't continuously read the updates and don't continuously watch all the videos related to that particular traumatic event. It may not even be true. So my suggestion is you have to know what has happened, but once in a while maybe you can scroll and find out what happened to that progression of the case related to that particular violent attack. Number 4, practice relaxation. Relaxation is found to effectively improve our mental health. For some of us, relaxation can be as simple as listening to a very good music, or it can be reading a very favorite book. For some of us, it may be doing physical exercise or even practicing breathing exercises. Breathing exercises, when it is done correctly, it is found to calm down our mind as well as our body. In addition, relaxation can also take the form of getting connected back to nature. That is, taking a walk in a garden or walking among the trees, walking among the flowers. Okay, so when you do that, you will slowly find that your vibes of the trauma is starting to decrease. Even spending some time with pet animals and pet birds makes a big difference. It makes your vibes become more positive and joyful, and thus the trauma related vibes will start to decrease. Number 5. Connect spiritually. Spirituality plays a wonderful role in helping us to overcome any trauma, including this vicarious trauma. I have already done a video on how to cultivate spirituality. I'll share the link in the info box. If you are interested, you can click on to the link and watch that video. So, taking time to read the words from the Holy Book, trying to meditate on those words, and then praying and surrendering all your emotional vibes to the divine providence will make a great difference. You will find that the peace which is beyond understanding is going to fill your mind and hearts, which will help you to overcome this trauma related vibes. Number 6. Get involved in some encouraging or empowering activities which is useful to the community. You need not be a big social worker to do this. You can even start from your home. When you do certain activities which is useful to even some people, that will improve your self-esteem, and thereby it will help to reduce the vibes of vicarious trauma. Also, there are many good things which are happening in the society every day. So we can train ourselves to take some time to read such blogs or to watch such videos which are spreading good messages in the society. So this will help us to realize that amidst the traumatic events which are happening, there are still good people and there are good things which are happening in our community or in our society, and that will help to reduce the vibes of vicarious trauma. The last and the most important step is remember to have some time for yourself. Take some time to enjoy with your family and friends, because that is the greatest remedy to overcome vicarious trauma. Never forget to laugh and enjoy the life which God has bestowed upon you. So I would like to conclude by reminding that none of us are immune to vicarious trauma. Maybe certain people are not affected by certain type of violent news, but for sure they'll be affected by different other kind of news. So all of us are prone to vicarious trauma. And let me tell you, it is not a mistake. It is perfectly normal to experience a vicarious trauma. But only one thing is there. We should not lie down in the pit. We should learn how to climb the ladder so that we can be out of this pit of vicarious trauma. So thanks a lot for watching my video. If you find these suggestions helpful, please do comment. Thank you.